don't join Wake Up Now. It's a scam.
Scam. Run.
Just kidding, guys. This is MAB coming back with another video, another interesting topic that a lot of the people that are in Wake Up Now or that joined Wake Up Now and then dropped off because they heard people saying Wake Up Now is a scam. Well, I just wanna address this topic because I still get a lot of people telling me Wake Up Now is a scam. Wake Up Now is a scam. The way I filter their nonsense and their stupidity and ignorance, I always ask them, okay, tell me and explain to me, what do you do for a living? If you're not a college graduate, if you do not have some type of career, McDonald's is not a career unless you're like in upper management, okay? If you're just working 20, 40, 50 hours a week collecting your paycheck, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to listen to your nonsense. Then I hear some other people give me, some more concrete, they give me this evidence. They always send me videos or send me this. I'm like, dude, I'm asking you. I'm not telling you go find some random video you want to find just so you can hate on what I'm doing, So I want to address this topic because it's a lot of people that are not in Wake Up Now. They always are going to go searching. They're going to do the research, and that's fine because I always tell them to do it. People that have any doubt at all, because it's a $99 investment. I understand. Not a lot of people make it in a day. So it's an investment. Again, it's an investment. A lot of people look at the $99 as an expense. There's a difference. When you look at things in a different way, you're going to generate different ideas, different mentality. Therefore, you're going to go on a different journey. Okay? That's the thing, guys. Like, Wake Up Now is not a scam. You're paying $99 for products and services. What are those products and services? Well, two of the major things that I can, top of my head, pick out are TaxBot. TaxBot lets you write off any expense you could think about that could be business related. Let me just name a few that I use, that I write off. Gas. Let's say my boy here spends $60 roughly, give or take, every week.
A week.
Every week. For simplicity purposes, you get 50 cents back of every dollar you spend. So, bro, when you signed up with $99 and I told you, don't worry, you're basically going to recover those $9 plus more. What did you look at it? Didn't I provide numbers for you?
There's numbers on the boards, man. Numbers on the boards. There's if you honestly think about it, 50 cents for every dollar you spend. If you multiply that by how much gas you spend, and then you compare that to the check you get, that's money you get added. You're taking out of your check because you got to drive to and from work. You got to drive to and from when you go out to eat, to and from when you go out to see your family. Now, you're not going to recover that money back from your paycheck. That's money that's gone. Now, if you think about how much you're spending monthly, and then you think about how much you're spending yearly, and you use that as a tax write-off, imagine how much money you're getting back.
Now, guys, that's just one example, TaxBot, okay? And, of course, for simplicity purposes, I just said gas. I'm not taking into account maybe you did some maintenance work to your car. You spent $500. You're not in Wake Up Now. You're not writing it off, okay? You're not, okay? If you're in Wake Up Now, maybe you'll write off, let's see here. I spent like $1,500. I crashed my car. Let's see here. I spent $1,500. If I would not have been in Wake Up Now, I would not be able to write it off. That means I just fixed my car, and that's it. Now, luckily I was in Wake Up Now, so I kind of looked at it as like, okay, I just got a fresh new paint job, fresh new bumper, fender, side skirt,
Right off.
write off. That's it. All right. And again, guys, like Jay-Z said, numbers don't lie. Check the scoreboard. All right. At the end of the day, guys, you're gonna get a 1099 business owner write off. That's what it is, guys. I mean, let me show you. I'm gonna pull that up. I'm gonna pull that expense up. I mean, I don't know if you see it. You might see it, you might not. My phone's about to die too. Anyways, I'll take a screenshot and I will also post it of the expense. I mean, guys, we're talking about gas. We're talking about car maintenance, registration. I mean, guys, any expense you could think about that could be business related, you're gonna write it off. Therefore, $99 is irrelevant. Guys, if you spend $150 on a weekend just to get drunk and your money's gone, if you cannot think about investing $100 instead of wasting $150, then we're in a different tax bracket, and there's levels, you know. So another thing, aside from tax block, all the thousands of things you can write off. How about if I told you there's going to be a system in your back office that's going to help you manage your money? You know, whether it be the money you're generating with Wake Up Now or whether it be your current income, there's going to be a system in place where it tells you you're spending this much money, you're spending this much money, and you have this much money. Guys, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you actually keep in your bank account. That's true. If you make $1,000 and you spend $800, and somebody else makes $500 and they keep $400, they only spend $100. They have more money than you. You made more money than them, but you spent more money, right? Guys, it's about the money you keep in the bank that provides you a better, bigger vehicle to have more things, to do more things. It's not about how much money you make, guys. So that's why don't come into this business thinking I want to make 100,000. Okay, that's fine. You want to make 100,000. How are you going to do it though? Think about that. Think about that first before you think Wake Up Now is a scam, before you want to blame the world of your struggles, before you want to blame everybody else. There's no one else, guys. There's no one else except what you do.
I wanna tell y'all, I cut you off, MAB, but I want to tell you about a story that actually happened to me when I first started. Working in my retail store, you know, first person I ran to and told him about the good news about Wake Up Now was, of course, my boss. He looked at it 2 hours later, comes back with all this negativity, and showed me a video about a guy who you know, investigates businesses and says, you know, what's wrong about businesses, and always finds the negatives, never anything positive. Always finds the negatives about businesses. Said, you know, Wake Up Now is a scam. Said why Wake Up Now was a scam. Talked about the pyramid scheme and all this. Yet, my boss is in another company that in a way does the same thing, but never seen him generate barely anything. Now, I went further, looked up this guy, and looked at the comments of that video.